UConn will deliver the opening kickoff, and we'll get this game going. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. It's Henderson. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
We're gonna do the same thing.
We ready for it. Things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get
not trying to deal with no
well, this is a team from a roster standpoint that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and I think that's going to be the difference, David.
And now they got to put it together, right? And this is when it really works. When you get in conference play,
am I still gonna do what?
The familiarity within the league of all the coaches, and so this is really hard for them. But I'm interested to see what they can do and to see if they can bounce back.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke, and he stopped for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out.
The play action fake. Throws to the wideout. Working that left side. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Just outstanding execution, continuing to work his way back through the football.
Yeah, and everything about this route looks vertical. The comeback, it looks like it's a go. I'm thinking speed, and then he sets it down. QB puts the ball on the money, and he makes the play.
Missed receiver there. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Fagnano. Finds the tight end. Brought down at the 25-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup, and this offense is threatening. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Guys, take a second and think about Buffalo defensive players. Remember Khalil Mack? Well, last year, Sean Dolak and Red Murdoch led the NCAA in tackles. David, why does it seem like some schools just have that as part of their identity?
It's just fun. They just find those undersized guys that hunt, that play football, that play with aggressiveness. And to have the #1 tacklers in college football on your defense, A, that means you played a lot of snaps. B, that means you got a couple of dudes.
The Huskies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Sure hands, it's Hansen. He is stopped right at the 21-yard line, and now it'll be 4th down and decision time. The offense changing the play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
It's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they created a negative play.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. Motion from the wideout. Going for the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Oh, man, and the quarterback knew exactly where he was going with this football at the pre-snap. He saw the matchup he liked, and he took advantage of it.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Roberson. That's caught. It's Morrow. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Wants to go up top. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. UConn going back to work on offense. Already a solid start to this one, now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Hansen. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football.
He's going for the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UConn. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. Got a man, it's Morrow. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass. Throws for the tight end. And they wanted it all on that incomplete.
Why you keep go? So you don't want to go for the ball at all? Like, what the hell?
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. He makes a catch. All by himself down the middle. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Fagnano. Under fire. That is just a sideline clinic. Roll, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
You know, it's hard enough just to catch passes in college football, but to do it while also being cognizant of where you are in the field and making sure you get a foot down inbounds, that's really impressive.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop it.
To the air on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Edwards. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Second down, he'll throw it. Finds his man. It's Edwards. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. UConn quick to the line. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He caught it.
Third down and short is exactly what you want on offense because you can run the football, make the defense suck up, but you can also throw it. Nice execution, third and short, now set up in a first and goal situation.
UConn comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UConn!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. ULM looked less like a group of Warhawks and more like a bunch of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough in Monroe, and today they found a way outside of Malone Stadium. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Creates a little room. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and a 6-yard pickup. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Back to throw, it's Roberson. Finds his tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
There's got to be a sense of urgency for this offense right now. They're trailing. They're going to be kicking off to open the second half. So they need points. They need to go tempo. Maybe that last first down gets them a little bit of confidence.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with it.
And the quarterback will take a sack back in the 36.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Makes the catch. It's Morrow. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Morrow. Turning it on. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great catch and run for 6.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. We've got a timeout from the kicking team. I don't know what this says about trusting your defense, but they're going for an early onside kick down one possession. And before they can kick it, the receiving team's going to call a timeout. One-score game, still the first half, and they want the ball right back, going for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to throw, it's Fagnano. Good timing on the quick out. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Edwards. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and I think you've just seen how the quarterback has so much confidence in this guy catching the ball too, right? Receivers aren't open, tight ends aren't open. He knows he can find him running out of the backfield, or if he lines up at wide receiver, this dude can get open, and he can make positive things happen after he has the ball.
UConn quick to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Fagnano. Rush is on him. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Quick timeout called by the offense after the play. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. He got it, and that lead grows even bigger. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. They get the football, but I think they touched it too soon. Flag on the field, and I believe it's coming back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This UConn offense really has it going. Looking for space, it's Edwards. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Quarterback on the keeper. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And I love that decision by this quarterback. No monkeying around, man. Get to the spot, get the first down, lower your shoulder. I don't need a big play. I just want another set of downs. Nice job running the option, knowing where the first down marker is.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
Brought down after the catch at the 4-yard line. It'll be first and goal.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Back to pass, it's Fagnano. Oh, they're after him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on second down. You better be very careful about this third down play call.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wide receiver. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. And he feels the heat coming in. It burns him up. Another sack.
That's 2 plays in a row now. I think this quarterback's been a bit too greedy. Down by the goal line. I know you want to throw a touchdown. You want to make the highlight-type play, but you've got to be smart. You've got to know the situation. You got to throw the ball away if nobody's open.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Very intriguing Big 12 matchup today, gentlemen. Here's a look at how it finished up. Wyoming took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Laramie. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. The Bulls are in the hurry-up.
Well, what a great job by the defense and phenomenal effort chasing down the quarterback, getting that sack for a huge loss, and now they're licking their chops, lining up the tempo. They're ready to do it again.
And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards over there.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. On 4th down, looking to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Snow. And the Bulls will have a 1st down.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Got it in the middle, it's Kane. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. This time on target. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
The Bulls will have it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Roberson. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide out trying to get it in.
Bro, this game is bad, bro.
Very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver.
Yo, this might be the worst. What the fuck? That's a pick. Yo.
Down in the quarter as they come to the line.
You don't press?
See how the D reacts.
You don't press?
Caught in the backfield, it's Kane.
Yo.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd.
Yo, this might be the worst. This shit is horrible. This is, what the fuck is this? Ew.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Hansen. Wide open spaces. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. On the run, it's Edwards. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
To the air, it's Fagnano. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game, he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals, and that's really showing up here.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
That earlier sack really set them back, but they'll still go for it here. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Fires to the wideout. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Pulled down at the 45-yard line, and that's the kind of ball hawking a defensive coordinator loves to see. So the first play of the drive, starting here from the 45. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
You know, I feel for this offense, if they're going to get back in the game, I don't know if they're going to be able to do it with chunk plays. They're going to have to be methodical and generate some 1st downs and march down the field.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
And that's just a force by the quarterback. They're throwing it into cover 3. It's a zone coverage, and if you're going to try to throw it deep down the middle, you need another route to occupy the safety and take him away. There was nothing there that time. That's just way too easy of an interception for him.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few 1st downs together, we're looking really good.
To the air, it's Fagnano. Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards? Keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Wants to go up top. Unleashes one deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. It was against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
They stop him well short of the marker. It's 4th down from the 27.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Throws to the tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw, it's Roberson. Throws for the tight end. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, there have been way too many incompletions for this offense in this game. It's a big reason why they're trailing, obviously. They've never been able to get into a rhythm, and at this juncture here on a 2-minute situation in your own end, you got to find ways to start throwing completions somewhere out on the field to get back in this game.
He's going up top here late in the game. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Such a hard position to be successful in when you know you need 2 scores and it's under 2 minutes. The defense looking great job playing pass, understanding the situation, breaking on the football, and ending this football game.
Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most part, this guy has been spot on.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Got his man downfield. They'll make the stop, but that 1st down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it in the middle with Simmons. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. With the clock running, this should be the final play. Even with this lead, they'll throw again.